We all know the pains that we go through to have coffee in the woods. So I'm going to show you how to take this ordinary kitchen household French press and turn it into a coffee press worthy of any backwoods trip with things you may already have. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to trim down the plunger rod so it fits better here. And what I want to do is I want to take this knob off and I'm going to put it about here. I want it to be about 1/8 of an inch above the top. So let me find a Sharpie and I will make my mark about right about here. Okay. Let me take this to the cutoff saw and zip this off. Oops. Whew, a little hot. A bit hot. Alright. Let's try this again. See if we can get a better clamping position this time. There you go. Okay. Cut off. Now take it over to the sander. Clean this up a little bit. Okay, the good to go. Sander here has a 40 grit belt on it. I believe it's 40. If it's not 40, it's an 80. And that should take this burr off and clean it up really nice. That's all that needed to be done. Okay, so now you can see the difference. It's not bottomed out on the top. It's short enough. And it makes it more compact. Now, I'm not going to use the top from the French press. I'm actually going to use the lid that goes to the Pathfinder cup. But I need to drill a guide hole in it. The problem is that D-ring here, and I'm sure that it's spring steel. I'm not sure if it has a split in the middle right here or not. But I'm going to try to drill it from the underside right in the middle. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to drill through it if I take it nice and slow. So let me get on that. I have the piece clamped down. I hope it's secure enough. Let's see if this will drill through and do what I want. If not, I'll be on the phone with Jamie Burley this afternoon ordering me a new lid. it's going to cut through the stainless easily, but that D-ring is probably spring steel. Might take a little bit more effort, I don't know. Oh, there it is. So yeah, we've hit the D-ring, and you saw what happened there. So we're through. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Pilot hole went well. There is a burr there. I'm going to have to remove that burr, but I don't think that is... Oh, it is. Look at that. It's perfect. 3/16. It's 3/16 hole. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chamfer. I'm going to chamfer this, and I'm going to chamfer this, and I'm going to remove that burr. And for that, I'm going to use a 1/4 inch drill bit. Is this 1/4 inch? Yes, it is. This back down. No. Last thing you want is metal chips in your coffee, so you got to make sure the burrs are gone. That one doesn't want to go away. Have to do it the old-fashioned way. I'll have to find a file. Alright, so I have a file here. See if I can't remove these burrs. It's not a round file, so I got to be careful. Obviously, you don't want any burrs to fall on your coffee. That's the main thing. But you also don't want any sharp edges in case you catch your finger on there or something. But that ought to be good. And that's the extent of the modifications. Chances are, if you spend any time outdoors, you know who Self-Reliance-Outfitters is, okay? And most of us have their water bottle nesting cup. I have a 32-ounce water bottle with the 700 milliliter nesting cup and the lid, okay? And if you like coffee, you probably have one of these hanging around the house too. It's just your typical glass French press. And if you don't, you're most likely to be able to find one at a thrift store or Goodwill for $3 to $5. Even the brand new ones are only like $8.99 to $15.99, depending on how fancy you go. So we're gonna wait on this water to boil. We're gonna make us a nice hot cup of coffee. So my water is boiled. My Pathfinder cup is already full of coffee. It has Scablands Bushcraft Blend Dark Roast. And my water is boiled. And when you think you've pressed it enough, grab your cup and pour yourself a cup of coffee. All that's left is for you to enjoy your cup of coffee. But I know what you're thinking. But Rob, other companies are making French presses for the outdoors. And yes, they are. You have Wood Knot that makes a titanium, and SRO is even developing their own. But if you know me for any length of time, you know I like to do things myself and I like to save a buck wherever I can. So I had the French press and I already had the SRO cup and water bottle, so why not? I did it because I could. This is Rob with Mitten State Bushcraft. Get outside.